Good morning, dear hearts. Congratulations. We have made it to part 2 of the workbook of A Course in Miracles. And because of that, there's going to be 2 videos today, because I'm going to do one video about the introduction to part 2 because I really think it merits that. And then there will be another video about today's actual lesson and the central thought that's going to guide the next several lessons that we will be having. So, part 2 of the workbook, the introduction, for me, it's very much like an invocation. We are really calling to God. We are really asking for His help and for a blessing. It says that we're going to depend a lot less on words now, okay? And because we're going to depend on less, we're going to go into our mind and we're going to be very thankful for many, many things. One of which is that the thoughts that we had about God prior to starting this journey of, as the Course calls it, the year we give to God. Prior to starting this journey, we had one concept and thought and vision of what God was. And now we're being very thankful, very grateful that what we thought was is not. So that's part of the introduction. It's also telling us that we don't really need words now. We're going to depend a lot less on words. We will let each day's lesson be a beginning and to allow the lesson and the words that we are given to act as sort of our springboard into realizing and connecting with the essence of who we are and what we are being offered and what God is to us and for us, being our Father, being the Creator, being the source of all. So we go into a space of no words so we can feel the love. We go to a space of no real prayers because God's name is the only prayer that we really require. So we're cutting back on the amount of words. God's name, the only word we need. We're releasing judgments more and more and going more and more into a space of stillness. I really feel very much that this introduction, it reminds me greatly of the prayer of St. Francis, because the prayer of St. Francis says, where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is sadness, joy. And O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to consoled, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love, for it is in giving that we receive. This is all A Course in Miracles. This prayer, and of course that prayer starts as make me an instrument of your peace. This is exactly what this second part of the workbook is offering us, for us to be instruments now, for us to stand ready to offer everything: pardon, faith, hope, light, joy, and especially love to everyone and everything, every thought that we have had. And actually, you know, I said about how we are grateful now that what we thought about God is wrong. That also is all encompassed into this one idea of I'm going to pardon my thoughts. I'm going to forgive my thoughts. So for this part of the workbook, each day, well, each section has what is called a special thought. And it's a thought that we are supposed to review every day. So it's usually about a page, several paragraphs. And the idea is to reread that every single day of the practice, okay? And to continue doing that until a new special thought to guide our practice is given to us. The first one that we are given is forgiveness. And where there is injury, pardon. Pardon is forgiveness. So, I hope this gives you something to think about. I hope you found this helpful as we go into this amazing second part of the year that we have given to God. And we are on this journey together. We are not alone. Even if you're reading and practicing by yourself, you are not alone. You have Holy Spirit always by your side. Okay? I hope this helped. Have a beautiful day. Be so, so proud that you've reached this point. And I will be back in a little while with a new video about what is forgiveness and today's lesson. Namaste.